Hey guys, so if you are watching this video, it means that you have already finished your Do Now and you're into Google Classroom looking at this first video for today. So this is the note sheet that goes along with it. If you don't have it already, make sure you raise your hand and ask for it. Fill it in as you go. This should be completed by the time that this video is over. Okay. Uh, so the first thing that you're going to be taking notes on is what are you supposed to learn by the end of this video? This is pretty easy to answer because basically I want you to be able to take away the daily objective. But a little more specifically, I don't care so much about the graphs in this video. I care more about the pictures. So what are you supposed to learn? You're supposed to be able to learn why authors put in pictures into the stories and the articles they write, and how that helps to develop the central idea. Okay? So why do authors put in pictures? How do those pictures help to develop the central idea? That's what you should learn by the end of this video. And just a quick kind of tip for any time you watch one of these videos, if I go too quickly or you didn't catch it or you missed it, a good student would just go back through, press pause, go back a couple seconds, use this video however is helpful to you. Okay? The second piece of that is why is this our daily objective? How does it relate to our unit objective? Well, we know our unit objective is identifying how the central idea, I can identify the central idea and how it develops in nonfiction. Okay, so it's a pretty clear relation here. We're going to learn first up here how our central idea develops using pictures, and why do we care about that? Because our whole purpose is to be able to identify the central idea and how it develops. So one of the ways that it develops is with pictures. Other ways it develops is with the title or with the section headings, things that we've learned in previous classes. So today we're going to see how it develops using graphs, but more specifically how it develops using pictures. Why do authors include pictures into their work? It's not just to entertain you, it's actually to help develop their point, to help teach you more clearly, and to give you the message that they're trying to get you to take away. Okay? So how does a picture or a graph help to develop the central idea? This is our third question. So let's take a second to think about that. How does a picture or graph help to develop the central idea? So a lot of us as learners are visual learners, meaning it helps us when we actually see it for ourselves rather than just reading it or hearing it. It helps to see an actual visual picture of it. So the way that it helps to develop the central idea is it just gives us another way to kind of understand it. It gives us another way to see the main idea that the author is trying to develop. Okay? The purpose of section headings, this is something that we learned in previous classes, but I just want to show you again. So this is going to be the article you'll read in just a minute, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. And in here, what are the different section headings? Take a second just in your own head to think of what they are. Okay? You should have been able to identify that this here in bold is a section heading. This here, physiological needs, is a section heading. Security needs, social needs, right? These are all of our section headings. Anything that's in bold and kind of stands apart. The purpose of these section headings is they clue us in, or they give us a tip as to what the central idea of that small section is going to be. So we know if this section says security needs, everything in this section is going to be related to security needs. If this talks about social needs, it's all going to talk about social needs. So when you're trying to reference back into the text, and there's a question about, let's say for example, what does Maslow consider important when considering the social aspects of being a human? You know that if you're trying to find a piece of evidence, you don't have to go through this whole article. You just need to go to the section that says social needs because you know that somewhere in this, this is going to have the main idea that relates to social needs. So it's a way to kind of chunk the text in a way that you can find exactly what you need. Okay? So if you need help with any of these, if you're missing any of them, just go back through, click back through the video to find it. If you are done with it, go back into the home page of Google Classroom. Just press the back button in the upper left-hand corner once you're finished with the video, and look at the announcement, the first thing that's posted there, and you're on to the next step. Follow whatever those directions say. All right? Thank you guys for being independent learners and for being able to do this without me kind of walking you through it step by step.